Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue
ahead of them right now and play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
The give out of the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Daniels. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Finding an escape route. He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Slips through the line. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
Texas A&M offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Back to throw, it's Daniel. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds a little space. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Tigers are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. Bring it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Punch it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
LSU.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got the back over the middle. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And the field goal unit is on the field. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The run to the right. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. This play from the pistol. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
The give on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws it big.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse. And it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got a big play. He's loose down the middle. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Makes the grab close to the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get him thinking. Makes his man miss. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
offensive coordinator getting him involved in the run game. You don't just have to throw him ghosts and post routes. Just let him use that speed and elusiveness out on the perimeter in the open field. The reverse ends up being an explosive touchdown for the offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Texas A&M going quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Reed. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
Man, he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or a tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They'll go back to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Now, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Texas A&M.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got his man on the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor.
He's going to fire deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the 1st half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Just way off target and missed it.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. Here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play of the drive, it's the end around. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Secures it at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll try the run. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and Forsythe makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Coleman. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Touchdown, Aggies! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. This defense has been so dominant, David, that the 12th man Feels like he's out there literally. Extra people on the stop troops.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been flying all over the field, and the tradition of the 12th man is like no other. You don't see that anywhere else in college football, and this defense and crowd gets into the game, and they represent.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Got his man on the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's got him in the flat. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Off the play fake. He's got him this time. Turns it on in midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Handoff from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up 4th down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Kick it away.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Grab near the sticks. It's Armstrong. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Craver. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They've got time here to take a shot or two, but they need to be smart. They're already in field goal range. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Catch in the middle. It's Norman. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. We're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 360